Welcome everybody to your Friday Drive-By. This is where we answer your questions, the questions that are burning in your mind. The number, should you have a question, is 8333-ASK-SDR. That's 833-ASK-SDR.
I think you forgot a 3 there.
8333
Yeah.
Ask SDR.
Nicely done.
And we send out a swag bag too. Are we running low on SDR swag?
I have not checked the inventory lately, but I wonder if maybe we're ready for
We're going to start having a lot of I Am Leader swag.
Well, I really like those totes. And then
the parts hold swag.
Probably also a little bit low. But yeah, you need a tote for that book. It means business.
I was telling the boys, I don't know how much longer will we do drive-bys like this. Because we're doing all these answer questions in the leadership app.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
There's questions and answers everywhere. Those little leadership
there's way
ones
more questions on that side.
Yeah.
We can't get to all of them.
Really thoughtful.
Yeah.
I enjoy the leadership question Q&A a lot. Super cool.
Okay, let's go to this week's question.
Hi, I'm Brett. I work at a GM store here in California. I've got a couple advisors that have been here for 20 years, and they are pretty set in their ways. Their response is usually, oh, I've been helping that customer for over a decade. I know how they like it done. Do you have any tips on how to get them to break their old habits?
That's a great question.
Yeah. I've been here longer than you, Junior.
Yeah.
Like I can almost hear those conversations.
God, you know how long I felt like I was Doogie Howser? The kid. Nobody calls me the kid anymore. Everybody used to call me the kid.
Yeah.
I'm old now. How honest do we want this answer?
Oh, I think all the way honest. I would
move their desk, change their pay plan, and completely disrupt their system.
Could you also maybe talk about the fact that it's really common actually that we get this question, like the old dog won't hunt or the old dog new tricks thing. And then we go into a store and believe it or not, they end up leading the charge in a lot of cases.
Yeah, but what do? We move their desks, we change their pay plan, and we put in a new system.
Yes. And we also inject a little bit of fun into the day.
Yeah.
So I think that
it all happens at once, like ripping off a Band-Aid, and then nobody knows the difference and nobody's talking about it because everybody's busy running at the drive to get their customers.
Yeah.
But I mean, I find in that is half of it is the disruption of their routine and half of it is the system, and the system forces behavior. So if you run our system in the drive of service drive judo, it forces them to go out and do the walk around. There's no other way to do it. The customers aren't coming to them.
Yeah.
So, and the way we make appointments, the whole thing, it forces that behavior. So 50% disrupting their system, 50% new system.
Yeah, the old way is never an option. I think that's the hard part is that sometimes you'll look at an old advisor and they put up good numbers and their CSI is good and you're like, I'm just not going to mess with them. But that can cause you more damage down the road if you don't have everybody kind of playing the same tune on the fiddle.
This is a leadership thing, right? But okay, like let's say you're a 20 year advisor, right? Like I'm going to tell you, like, Christian, like you're super valuable here. You got a clientele. Like we're going to put in some stuff that's going to help you sell more, help you take care of your customers. You're just going to focus on your customers. You're not going to have to go back and wash a car, or you're not going to have to park, or, we're going to take care of all that. But you're going to go up to bat, and when you're up to bat, you got to hit, like, but I'm going to compliment you and I'm going to make you feel valuable while I'm moving your desk and changing everything around you.
And I'll snarl.
So it's not, you're not going, hey, because you're a 20-year veteran, blah, 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 I'm changing your pay plan, blah, blah, blah. It's not that. It's, oh, we got a new pay plan. It's going to be cool. You're going to make more money if you do what we're asking you to do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's rare an advisor makes less on the pay plan that we would put in. It's just the numbers go up so much.
You know what? You could almost bait them into so that 20-year vet, like the ones that I talk to, I'll be like kind of pointing back to how the good old days, it was easier. And they're like, oh yeah, it's such a pain now to do this and do that. And they walk right into your thing. And it's like, hey, so this new thing we're going to do is actually going to get you way back to what it was then when you just could focus on taking care of customers. Like that you make them say that it's hard now and then you get them to focus on the easy.
And what do you call that technique?
Guided discovery.
No.
I can't say what we call it.
You can't?
Behind the scenes coaching.
Okay. Is there a reason why you don't want to say it?
Yeah, well, I think the official name is different than the name that I think. We call it a blank move. Oh, yeah. Positive association.
Is there a reason you don't want to say that?
No, because I had to tell you afterwards the word that like Hoagie and I call that.
Oh, you have like a slang for it?
Yeah, there's a slang for it. It's so funny.
It's a good question, though. What was the guy's name?
Brett.
Bobby?
No, it's Brett. There's no way Brett has been doing it for 20 years. That's for sure. Like he's 27 in total.
Good job. We'll send you out a swag bag too. But yeah, disrupt the system, put in a new system, and get in close. Like Christian was saying, like coach them up. Like, here, this is going to be easier for you. But that works every time. I know. I would say our turnover for those guys is almost zero.
You can
coming in, the dealer and the manager want to kill him.
They tell you this guy's going to be a problem.
This guy's never going to work.
And then they end up like
being top.
Yeah, isn't it fun when those are the guys coming with new ideas too?
Mm-hmm.
It's like they've never suggested a new idea in that last 18 years, and then all of a sudden they've got a new idea because we disrupted their system a little bit.
It's great. Thank you. We'll see you next time on Service Drive Revolution.
Thanks for watching this week's Drive By. I hope we gave you something to think about over the weekend. We're uploading new stuff every day, so make sure you subscribe and click the bell icon so you don't miss out. If you have a question you'd like us to answer on the show, call 8333-ASK-SDR and we'll answer your question on the show. That's 8333-ASK-SDR. For special deals on our books and training, head over to offers.chriscollinsinc.com. Now that's offers.chriscollinsinc.com. I'm Chris Collins, and I'll see you in the next video.